We'll continue our studies on muscle cells. What exactly is the structure of this muscle cell? As we said, it contains a sarcolemma and the nucleus. Here you can see the purple one, and the mitochondria present on the light blue one. These are the mitochondria which produces the ATP, and these are the myofibrils. Myofibrils are made up of this actin and the myosin filaments, okay, which helps in the movement of the cell. And enlarged view of this, here you can see the T tubule, light purple one. Here you can see these are T tubule, and sarcoplasmic reticulum are short. Okay, these are short. Here you can see the sarcoplasmic reticulum. Okay, the endoplasmic reticulum, here it is called as a sarcoplasmic reticulum. Around these myofibrils, they actually extend around these myofibrils. These are concentrate, a chemical needed for the muscle cells to contract. The contraction actually is helped by this sarcoplasmic reticulum. Okay, and these get the signals from the nerve cells. This activates when it gets the signal from the nerve cells. These signals, they pass through the tubules. Here you can see the tubules. The signal which is got from the nerves pass through the tubules and it helps in the contraction. Okay, the signals, they travel through the transverse tubule and helps in the contraction of the cell. After they receive the signal from the nerve cells, what they do is the mitochondria, which are densely packed, here you can see the mitochondria, which releases the constantly, it releases the ATP so that the muscle gets the energy. Okay, and these are covered by a special layer called as sarcolemma. Okay, there is a special opening there. Here you can see the opening which allows the nerve impulse, means the signals that is being obtained from the nerves is passed through these pores, and then with the help of the T tubule it signals the sarcoplasmic reticulum, and again there will be a movement. Okay, this is what happens, the structure where you can find the muscle cell mechanism, what happens here. And another thing, it is made up of a sarcomere is made up of a thick and thin filament, as we saw in the earlier slide, that is myosin and a actin filament also. And they give the strand the stability to move here and there. The contraction, everything is happened with the help of this actin and the myosin filaments. This is a actin binding site where the actin molecules or the actin comes and binds here. This is a head part, and here actually the ATP comes and binds. Okay, this is the tail of the myosin molecule and the hinge region, and this is a portion of the thick filament, one portion where the head is present. Okay, and the portion of the thin filament contains, as I said, the calcium ions are released by the motor nerves and into the sarcolemma. In the earlier picture I showed the sarcolemma where the pores are present, and then the troponin here is converted into tropomyosin, and this allows the myosin to bind to the actin filaments. So here are the actin filaments. Actin subunits are here. You can see the binding site to the myosin. Here the head, this myosin on the head part of the myosin, this actin goes and binds. This is the structure, and here you can see the Z line. Here it is a M line. It bends towards the M line, I said, right? This bends towards the M line, and H zone, which contains the thick myosin filament, and the Z line, when they come closer there will be a contraction, when they go far away there will be a relaxation, and the lighter band where it allows the light to pass through, made up of a thin filament, that is actin, and darker where the light does not allow to pass through it, where there will be overlapping of the thick and the thin filament made up of protein, actin and myosin, and this is a detailed structure of them. Let's see what is the actual mechanism involved in the muscle cell contraction. Muscle cell contraction involves the muscle cells. These are the muscle cells which are also called as a muscle fiber, and these are bundled together. The bundle is holded or surrounded by a structure or a tissue called as a connective tissue which holds the bundle of this muscle fiber, and the enlarged view of this muscle fiber, which is also called as a muscle cell, contains several nucleus on them. Here you can see the nucleus present on this muscle cell or the muscle fiber, and also they contain a striations which is a dark and a light bands. And when this is enlarged, you can see that each of this muscle fiber are made up of a myofibrils. The cylindrical shape here you can see this is a myofibril. These myofibril are cylindrical in shape, and each of them are made up of a protein filaments. These are made up of proteins. The proteins which are present in that which makes a myofibril unit is a actin and a myosin filament. The thick filaments and the thin filament. Thick and the thin filaments together are called as sarcoma. The thick filament is made up of a myosin protein, and the thin filament is made up of a actin protein. And we know all these things are involved. Let's see how the contraction actually takes place. Here you can see that a Z lines on both the sides. This is called a sarcomere. As I explained earlier, sarcomere means a unit which contains a thick and a thin lines, where thick lines or a thick filament is made up of myosin protein and thin filaments are made up of a actin protein. Here one more pictorial representation, you can see that the Z line here which separates both the thick and the thin lines, and thin filament is a actin filament, thick filament is a myosin. These two are the protein which helps in the contraction of the muscle cells. So when these Z line come closer together, as soon as these thick and the thin line touch the Z line, these two Z lines come so closer that time the contraction takes place. When these Z lines go apart, then there will be a release of the muscle cell or a relaxation of the muscle cells. Okay, let's see what mechanism happens here during the contraction. What does this myosin do? See, this myosin, it is a protein which is a thick filament. It has a head which has a capacity to bind to the thin filament. Thin filament is made up of actin, as I said earlier. The myosin head, before that, the motor nerves present in the nerve cells releases the calcium ions into the sarcoplasm which is present inside the muscle cells or the muscle, and as soon as it released into the muscles, the sarcoplasm binds to the troponin. The troponin which then causes a tropomyosin strands that change the position of these myosin head so that it exposes its head to bind to the actin filament. So this actin molecules comes and binds to here you can see a myosin, the long one, and here the blue one is the actin filament. The actin filaments comes and binds to the myosin head. As soon as it binds, this will be a formation of cross bridge. After the cross bridge formation, the inorganic phosphate comes out. When this two attaches, the myosin and the actin attaches, the inorganic phosphate comes out of the myosin. As soon as it comes out, there will be a stroke created where you can see this. As soon as it gets released, it moves forward, and this is called as a stroke, power stroke, and it moves forward so that it tries to pull the actin thin filament. Actin myofilament is pulled by this myosin filament. Okay, this myosin head bends a bit. You can see that it bends a bit on the actin filament, sliding towards the M line. It slides towards the M line. Okay, as a result, the ADP also comes out of the myosin head. The ADP also comes out, and as soon as the ADP comes out, the myosin head again it will be in low energy configuration. The energy will be low. That time a new ATP comes as a power stroke. it goes and binds to this actin filaments. It pulls the actin filament forward. As it pulls it, it comes down because the release of the ADP, and ADP released, and this will be in a low energy because it has then done so much mechanism. And as soon as it in low energy, the new ATP molecule comes and binds to the head of the myosin, and as a result the link between the actin and the myosin filament is released, and the actin filament moves out from the bridge, and the bridge will be detached. As soon as there will be a detachment of the bridge, ATP split again into ADP and inorganic phosphate, and the myosin head again gets energized, and again the cycle repeats. The contraction takes place.